4-man mosh pit followed by a tomb. Oh no!
Oh, a huge light bomb coming in on the Genji, and that's a 5-man light bomb. They're gonna follow up, and they're gonna get 1, 2, 3 kills.
And it's gonna be everybody dying. Oh my God! When does this happen? Everybody's dead.
G'day, and welcome to another Nexus Gaming Series cast. We have Division B West game this evening of Gambit Gaming facing off against Artemis. I am your host, V-Line Bus, and today I actually have a co-caster, which I think is going to be the first time since season 12 since I had one, when Dax was still around. But we have the wonderful Peach with us. How are you doing today, Peach?
Hey, I'm doing fantastic. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much. And since season 12, you said?
Yeah.
You should called me earlier. Where have you been? Where have I been?
What?
know.
Where have you been? That's a very great question. But either way, you're at least here now joining us, and I'm very excited to have you, despite you beating me the other day in our match.
Hey, we didn't talk about Bruno. We didn't talk
Please,
about
let's not get that stuck in my head. It's been a while since I've thought about that, and it is now there. Anyway, we have Gambit Gaming. They did ban out Towers of Doom and I can't remember the other net. I'm looking at it. Volskaya, Foundry, then
Volskaya.
Artemis is banned out. Tomb of the Spider Queen and Battlefield of Eternity. I'm also going to say we're ready. So, is there anything you guys are really that you're expecting from this Peach? Like, do you know much about Div? What's happening in Div B, or is this all kind of a mystery to you?
Okay, so when I was looking for a team 2 seasons ago, I actually did a little bit of search on different divisions and different teams, and I've seen Gambit Gaming around, also in CL sometimes. I don't know if they remember me, but I definitely remember some of those pretty faces. And I also checked out Artemis before, and it seems like they have a pretty nice solid team there. I honestly didn't know what to expect. I'd never been that high, and who knows what the future holds. So I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see the power of Division B.
We also see the power on Brax's holdout, so let's swap on over into the draft. It's like, find the right button. There we go. Yeah, you have a lot of fans here today, Peach. Dang. I should bring you on more often.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
But welcome everyone to the stream. I hope you're all doing well this evening. And we have a Brightwing first ban. Relatively safe first ban. What healers do you like on this map, Peach? I know you're a healer main for most seasons of India, from what I recall.
I like how you kept that intonation that you're a healer main. Yeah, I think Brightwind is a really solid ban here because, it's Braxis. Come on, fast rotations, help in the solo lane. I mean, who can say not to that? And I actually do really like Brightwing. I didn't think that I got to show her many times.
I think she was banned
But-
a lot.
Yeah, that's also the thing. I think it's similar to Joe.
Yeah.
She just gets banned.
Be like,
and-
these two
forever.
banned, get rid of him. But we do
Yeah.
also see Mephisto picked up. Very good team fight hero, especially on when you get these objectives, but maybe not as good for clearing. What's
Do you
the
think
word
it's a
I'm looking
target
for?
ban?
It probably is. Odds are, I should really I haven't opened up anything out. Anything up showing bans and such. But we do see Orpheus also banned out. Just getting rid of mages now. Probably a few target bans, like you said.
Getting rid of some clear heroes, I suppose. I mean, Mephisto could be really strong, and if he finds the right position and you do not punish it, oh god. I mean, pretty same with Orphea. They both have some ability, but
Yeah. My favorite
Yeah,
thing,
if
my
you-
favorite knowledge of Mephisto is if he gets gorged by stitches while he's using his shade ability, he won't go back. He's just stuck in your stomach.
yeah.
You just eat him and you run away. You're like, yep, this is my Mephisto now. But we do see Vala rounds out bans, which, yeah, that's just a good all-round pick. May as well get rid of it. Also, what are you doing well today? Watch for Dan.
Yeah, they're just saying goodbye, clear heroes, basically.
Mhm.
Who else is up? I mean, if we're talking mages, I mean, KT's up,
KT.
right?
Both KTs. Oh, like Joe was up.
Here's Joanna.
Speak of a devil on
Joanna.
the first ban. She got
Yep.
through all the bans and somehow still available. Impressive.
I guess there's some strong players on mages there, so that's why they make that priority, I suppose. And I actually faced GG Krizov's Brightwing a couple times in while I was playing ranked games, so I definitely know why Brightwing is there as well.
Ah, yep.
Also because of that reason. Oh my god, look at this combo.
Still got variant. Probably blow up, if I'm to hazard a guess. Taunt variant, silence underneath it. That's gonna be a dead person 90% of the time.
Classic.
Okay,
Love
sorry.
to see it.
Yeah, I was just looking at the Div B page. Gambit Gaming is number 4 and Artemis is number 3, so this is actually going to be a very close game, hopefully.
Spicy.
White
Oh.
Bane.
Oh,
Ooh.
called it. Called it.
Yeah, you did indeed call Kael'thas. I was like, okay. I was like, yep, fair enough. Let's see where that goes. And yeah, there's a KT. Tassadar would also...
Now, White Mane.
I do like White Mane.
Mane.
I do like White Mane. White Mane's one of those ones I love to play, but I feel like sometimes I just don't do well with it for no reason.
As you asked me before, like, what healers I like, I'm not gonna get all the questions, all the secrets out, but I'm definitely gonna tell you that White Mane is one of the healers that I'm interested in the future.
They banned out Oriole.
That's interesting.
Post healer.
Panic ban? Question mark?
Was Artemis planning something like hyper carry and a healer up and Oriole up top to bully out the offlane?
Hyper carry who?
Because Gul'dan would be like the first thing that comes to mind. Because typically you see like Vala Oriole sits top and does that. Because they have a lot of punching power to get through most offlanes. But we also see Felstar as the last ban, which global. Fair enough.
Another global. Bye-bye. I mean, it doesn't make sense to have KT and Gul'dan. Now I'm completely confused. Artemis and Gambit Gaming. What are you guys?
I don't know.
Well,
We're very interested to see what is still going to be picked up here. Because like, White Mane is always an interesting one to me because she can do so much.
Hyper carry White Mane. Let's go.
Yeah. Tassadar, that's the
called
one I was
Tassadar?
thinking of. He is
Ooh.
one of the better ones for wave clear on this map. That is very good Zerclear they now have. And Leoric.
Danger, danger.
Leoric can fight pretty well if he hits that creepy hand, but if he doesn't, well.
He just goes bonk.
But,
Oh.
Offlane
Whoa,
leader-
whoa. Oh.
Okay, right on.
Um.
I just like, if I had any notes, I'd be like throwing the papers out the window next to me. Like, I'm done.
I would just flip the table, you know, in that.
I'm
meme, I would
not
just...
flipping my desk.
Bah!
You know what? I like the Corvette chats made of incoming TLV. Let's see it. At this point, let's just see it.
I mean, Gambit Gaming kind of predicted that it's going to be 2 healers. I wonder what's up with that.
Kel'Thuzad, the other KT. Let's go. This is interesting comps. Anything you want to try and kind of take away from this?
Two healers, 2 mages. I'm excited for this match more than I'm thought now.
Yeah, it's definitely some interesting
Wow.
comps.
Well,
Right, I'm going to roll the pre-reel as we get into the game, and we'll catch you on the other side of that.
Oh, a swap. Oh no, but a swap followed by a light
Lead in
bulb.
here. 4-man mosh pit followed by a tomb. Oh no!
Oh, here's Light Bomb coming in on the Genji, and that's a 5-man Light Bomb. They're going to follow up, and they're going to get 1, 2, 3 kills.
And it's gonna be everybody dying. Oh my god, when does this happen? Everybody's dead.
And I always expect the load to be a bit quicker than this, because like the pre-reel I roll is about 30 seconds, and obviously it's been a bit longer than 30 seconds now. I'm going to start a prediction. I was about to forget. So Peach, can you please introduce the teams while I do that, starting with the side of Gambit Gaming?
I will do my best to pronounce all the names. Alright, so on the blue side, we have Krizo playing Sukov, Pearl Simon, hopefully I pronounced it right, so sorry, on the Kael'thuzad, Dan Solo on the Leoric, GG Ezo on Tassadar, and Trolling Rhino on Varian. On the red side, we have Jorak, hopefully I pronounced it right, again, on the Lily, Calamansi playing Johanna, Ashkan playing KT, Dark Close course, on Zul'jin and Romru on Whiteman.
You know what? That is as much as I could ask from you because I feel like
I
I'd
love
assume
that.
those up names. And predictions
Okay,
are
I'm
going if
done.
anyone is feeling like betting. But this is kind of what I was expecting when I saw the Oriole band. We have healer and the auto attacker top, while there's only a 3-man bottom.
They're
So
playing really safe on the bottom lane.
Hmm.
See why?
Well, the thing is, well, yeah, Gambit Gaming has the numbers bottomed, like to start. Varian isn't a real boy yet. Varian doesn't have his tools. He's just kind of a big minion, as everyone likes to call him. But we can see if there was a rotation. Leoric did decide to rotate down and leave Tassadar to go top.
Interesting.
I guess Leoric is one of those ones where, yeah, he could do pretty well, but into something maybe not as healthy as traditional offlaners, his kit becomes a bit difficult to use.
Oh, this KT was in danger.
And the
I
other
mean, a couple
KT
slows would definitely help the combo with Varian and Stukov if you think about it.
Mm.
And KTT can just stand back there and does his stuff.
Ooh, that was a nice chain from Kel'Thuzad, just getting that max range chain, I think. Alright. Beacon starting. No one started camps, which I'm surprised about. You could probably send Leoric to go on a little wander, a little journey.
Now, Zul'jin went Recklessness, and obviously he has some stacks to do. And I just wonder how it's going to help him to stay on the top lane. Maybe I did not understand something. But
I mean,
Curious.
Zul'jin is something where this matchup, you want him to get sacked. He is... You need that extra damage to come out, and you're expecting to go against a traditional offlaner when you do this, so having someone standing back, such as a Tassadar, makes it much harder for him to kind of get the value you're really wanting, but they are at least still pushing him top.
Dan Solo just escaped from death like in a teeny tiny bit of health. I saw that.
Oh, if that was me, I'd be dead. Like, my Leoric is alright. It's not great, it's alright. High propensity to feed, kind of like my Lucio gameplay. Not great.
Seems like the Leoric wants to give a hand to Tassadar. And Zul'jin is just purely enjoying it.
Yeah. So it's just like, finally some stacks. Excellent, as he just starts throwing axes in the general direction of the big skeleton man. Also, Troll and Rhino just
level
walked
4.
straight past Calamancy. Calamancy. Now I'm questioning the name.
See? Yeah, like
I'm like, yeah, actually, now you say it out loud. I think it's
Probably that
Calamancy.
Keller. I'm so sorry. I apologize to that person.
But I don't know. I could be talking out my ass for all I know.
Like, I'm a caster. I can do whatever I want.
Unless they come in here and correct me, which they well can if they have a team that wins.
Still 3 versus 4 on the bottom lane.
And look how much value
mind.
Dark
No
Horse
mind.
and Jotek have got on top. Like, they have gotten front gate down already, and they have started pushing, like, started getting damage on that top fort. Like, they're getting a lot done just because Gambit Gaming don't have an answer, except this Varian may do.
Oh, goodness.
And that was first blood, actually, going over to Gambit Gaming.
Tassadar is in danger.
Jotek knows they're going
I
down, they
know.
want to take Ezo down with him. Ezo
Oh,
barely missing
that-
the Q.
Dodge by Lily.
I know there's like other stuff going on bottom. I'm watching this Lily fight for her life. Man, Varian's just pushing her off. So they need to get the kill here before Zul'jin gets back, but they fail to do so. Meaning, well, sure, like they're able to bully Lee out, but they're not going to be able to hold that point for too long.
Seems like Varian decides to stay a little bit and hang out top lane.
Yeah. Which I actually like this. Because Leoric can be kind of played as a pseudo tank. And he definitely does better into Joanna than Varian would do. Wait, than he would do into. Wait, I don't know where I'm going with the sentence. Ezo
Is there a
dies.
kill? Oh, God. gosh.
Izo died top. Dark Horse
I-
and Jotek just got aggressive on them and they went down. But however, it looks like there's now going to be a full rotate up to see if they can take out the side of Artemis.
KTZ unfortunately missed the chain, did not get a stack for that, but I mean, it's a great effort if you think like that.
But we are going to get a full
both
rotate coming up now.
level 7s. Yep, and they rotating to help their other teammates. But Leo is there. Take over the bottom point.
I feel like I need to turn you up again. I think you're quieter than you were before.
I
Maximum. There we go.
Ah!
Right, and if anyone does notice that I'm either too much louder or Peach is too much quieter than me, I will try and adjust as need be. But once again, objectives are just, like, honestly flip-flopping back and forth this game. Like, no team has a distinct advantage.
Will there be kill on Zul'jin?
Yeah, Queens was
maybe
used by
Lily,
Lily,
too?
but the combo was hit by Pearl Simon.
Don't get too greedy, guys.
They got very...
Lily is
Oh,
slippery.
Lily still nearly went down to the low blow.
She's coming back in. She said, I'm not done yet. Where's my snake?
However, it looks like Izo is a little bit done and just keeps backing out while they are getting that heal pustule spread to them.
They got pretty aggressive there, going under the towers, and...
Good bomb by I nearly said good bomb by Calfazard. That was remotely not correct. I get my KTs mixed up. One is fire, one is ice, slime. This shouldn't be that difficult.
Lots of zoning circles coming out on the side, from the side of Gambit Gaming. Just lots of stuff to step on.
Yeah? But now this is where I think the clear for Gambit Gaming is definitely better than the side of Artemis. Just because Tassadar does do so well. That Chaos, yeah, does his bombs, does have his flame strikes. But that is a bit more limited in scope than the W's and Q. I say that, then I see a bomb spread to both Ezo and Rhino. I'm like, never mind, Chaos, great pick.
Yep. Oh, that was a chain.
Oh!
Never mind!
I was going to say, nice chain by Pearl Simon, but it actually, the turnaround, and that's a kill on them. I guess they took the brunt of the tower with just how, I think it was quarter arms, made it so towers just target things like that.
I guess the fort is gonna be safe now.
Actually, it is much lower than a bit lower than I expected, but still very good push by the side of Gambit Gaming. And Dan Solo struggled actually a little bit more than I expected bottom, but there wasn't too much damage from bot gate. But both teams have 10s.
Level 10s are coming out and you can already see them.
Already see people just pushing the buttons. Peach, do you want to hazard a go at saying what these heroics are? And what each team's heroics are? Or at least just one of the team's heroics?
That should be today. Okay, I see. Okay, so, Sook of God, the massive shove, so I wonder what's that gonna be. KTZ went with Shadow Fissure. Fissure? Is that how you say it? Hopefully, yes. Leo has Entomb, and Tesla has Black Hole. We also have Varian with Shield Wall. Lily won Water Dragon, so actually, I guess it makes her even more slippery.
Makes her more
Johanna
of a damage.
went Busted Shield. KTZ Phoenix, as we saw. Zul'jin went Testingo, pretty classic, and Whitemane went Scarlet. Aegis? Aegis?
Oh wow, yeah, she did go Skull Aegis. It's not often you see that. You typically see, or at least I also go... No, I can't
Last
remember the
time
other one.
Lily.
Consecrated Ground more.
Oh,
this
KTZ
looks like a
be a
decal
target?
Hazard. Yep.
oh.
Krizo tries to get the shove onto Lily to stop Water Dragon from hitting anyone, but it was a little bit too late as well. Apparently, a big watery dragon is a bit more powerful than one bony boy. I don't know where I'm going with this. Frost, I don't know. Wait, did Calfazard also use his phylactery to get back early? There's big things to know.
I'm just watching our bottom laners just dancing with each other. It's just amazing.
Poor Dan Solo. I don't think he's expecting to sign up for this when he was playing today. Or actually, maybe they were. They banned out both Vala and the...
Oh. Nice follow-up by Tassadar with that black hole.
Massive combo there between the Taunt, Calfazard, and then we called him Calfas. Just in general, the damage came out. I like Krizo just shoving Calamansi like it's like a couple of inches straight into the wall above him. So
Nice
Peach,
push
now that
check
you've
by
seen this kind of
Gambit.
happening, like how this game's playing out so far, was this what you're expecting? Kind of where do you think this is going to go, like with how these comps are running? Who do you think will have advantage coming into the later portions of the game?
Listen, I actually never thought about Lily going into Leo because if you think about it, like if you go with the right talents, what does Leo have against you? Just the bonk. If you blind him constantly, he doesn't have his bonks and that's it. Oh, Zul'jin is entered. No.
No.
Oh, he's alright. Never mind, he's Zul'jin.
Both
course he's
healers on the side of Artemis did actually go cleanse. So that is something very important to note, that most people are going to be able to escape the taunt combo that Varian wants to throw out unless it is the healers themselves.
Another taunt.
But looks like we can get a
Phoenix
full
is there. Black
5v5.
goes out. Ooh,
Here comes Entomb. Kel'Thuzad.
maybe Leo?
Leo goes down to bomb damage. Yep,
Oh.
spreads it to Chol and Rhino. Dark Horse barely holding on. Romaru doing the best they can. We see Jotek coming back up as well. Chol and Rhino and Krizo getting relatively low. Bombs spread to Kel'Thuzad. They're trying to make sure not spread to the enemy, their friendly allied teammates. And Troll and Rhino actually gets taken out by the bomb that was on Kel'Thuzad, as well as just one last auto attack from Lily.
Another chain follow up, maybe? Oh,
Kel'Thuzad is stacked now. He is hurting.
Artemis is solo. Oh,
Jotek barely got around that wall in time. That was a very dead panda if they had gone hit by that. Which, I don't think all those conservation efforts would be very happy if they killed a panda quite that easily.
yeah. This panda is definitely not as easy to kill. We already saw that, right?
Okay, so...
I mean, crazy panda.
So it turns out just what we need to do to make pandas better in the wild is just give them either a bunch of alcohol, like Chen, or a bunch of tea, like Lily.
I mean, just drink your drinks. It's
More
gonna be...
damage.
Oh,
Water Dragon going top of Varian, doesn't quite found it, but Jotek once again just running out, just unfazed by everything that's getting
Jiren is
thrown
waiting
at
for
them.
another taunt, I'm pretty sure. Look at him. He's just walking around.
Nope. He runs up, there's a taunt. It's Joanna though, protect used on her. Well, stop using her. Blessed Shield
Unstoppable.
coming up. A lot of heroics being used, but nothing really, no one going down, fortunately for both teams.
Oh, Crazy is in
Grizzlies,
danger.
however, is the first to go down. Calamancy and Dark Horse barely holding on. Looks like Izo will be next to fall thanks to that bomb.
Oh, Lily's heal is not enough to heal Tassadar. Another follow-up?
I don't think Lily is going to be healing Tassadar, I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, I saw this little cup of tea fly into his mouth.
They're on opposite teams.
Oh, that was the bad tea. That was the bad cup of tea.
I was wondering if you were going to realize, and we do actually see the objective going over the side of
I am
Artemis.
sick today. Leave me alone. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm like, you chose to be here.
You might have been. No,
I did invite you,
as I
yes.
said, no, I'm glad to be here. Glad to be
Excellent.
Here. This is a huge wave. Top.
And really, yeah, Tassadar was still on their way back being the main quest, so it's going to get this by the time he even throws out a Q.
But both teams decided to clear this time.
I mean, I may have liked to see Artemis just pushing here, just because they had a large wave to deal with, but you can see that Gambit Gaming actually cleared it without it even touching the gate. Well, that keep gate, before it died, like, immediately.
I wonder if they're gonna push bottom.
Well, yeah, we're at the point where Artemis really needs to do something to balance everything out. They've been a little bit behind this game, so they just need to kind of get momentum going, get it back in their favor. At least everyone's
Maybe
even
he have
talents.
flank? A flank with Entomb?
Entomb.
Yes.
Entomb. Yep. Kel'Thuzad chain miss.
Follow up by Stuko.
And actually didn't get his combo on time. And Solo getting
Oh,
out.
this Leo!
Leo goes
Oh.
down. We see them tethering onto Jotek to see if they can come back later, and it looks like the rest of the team's back out. Nice net by Zul'jin, however, is pushed away for their efforts. You know what, Chriso, you convinced me. Nice massive shove. Golf claps. Also, Joanna just didn't pick a 16 for that fight, I want to point out.
They still didn't.
She still hasn't.
Yep, but they're thinking.
I imagine it's going to be... I think it's called Sins Exposed at level 16, the Shield Glare talent.
Oh, I'm not sure. The furthest... I'm dying.
Don't do that.
The
That's a
furthest
bad
roll...
idea.
I know, right? The furthest roll for me to understand is definitely tanks, so... Oh, here we go.
It's Holy Renewal. That's what it is. Oh, cool.
Oh, that KT.
Sorry, I needed to delete a
Gonna
message.
stand up flying.
I had to look
Unfortunately,
away
pushed
just
a
to
little
get
bit
rid
too
of
far.
something.
Yeah. I guess I just wanted to clear, or like to get another bunch of XP.
Yeah, and this is... Div C can does this often as well. Like, Div C is where it starts the most. Div B, excellent for it. There is a lot of punishing of mistakes. And because I nearly call him Kalfazar. Because Kael'thas stood around a little bit too long, they did just go down there. But... Oh. I love when, like, you get Leoric or Joe just walk up to scare someone off and then they go, never mind, and walk back around.
Yep. It's like, I'm here. No, I'm not. Bye.
I'm here. No,
Every
thank
day.
you. Leaving.
Yep.
That's what I do. That's what I do with Discord. I decide I don't want to actually talk to someone. Go, hey, actually, never mind. I'm out. Have a good night, guys.
Oh.
I don't know. It's usually because
Well,
I'm
Leo
just
is
tired as well.
alone right now. His team is coming, though.
But Leo
From
does need to
behind.
run. Oh, this is
They're
potentially
coming from
dangerous.
behind.
Oh,
Oh.
never mind. Kael'thas just got back.
And another chain goes out and also catches Lily. That was insane.
Water Dragon goes off. Dansol is lost. Dark Horse just gets to absolutely just throw axes from behind. Nothing to fear. Okay, maybe a... maybe a Kalfazar to fear, as that was taken down pretty quickly.
That Lily is fast. What is going on?
Yeah, Lily is that full
That's
Water
fair.
Dragon build that absolutely does a lot of damage. And actually, we see Kalfazar go down as well. And that is a 4-man kill, in 4-2 in favor of Gambit Gaming. Wait.
You wanted to say in favor to
Yes,
Artemis.
I
got
did. I was like, wait a minute. But no, thank you for catching that one, because I was
I
like,
heard you slow
this,
down. Yeah.
this doesn't seem right. As I'm just looking at the teams going, I've done something wrong here.
At
I
least
do
they're
so-
being a fighter.
Look, I am at least realizing more and more when I actually do it. It's just nice to have someone else call me out when I do it wrong. Like, wait a minute, staring at it blankly. I think there was a match
call
last
out.
week where I just straight up called out the other team won the series when they lost. Which, ugh, that was an awkward one.
That's alright. I just wonder, did Artemis predict that turnaround on a Gambit Gaming when they were flanking from behind? Did they actually see them somehow? I mean, Katie pretty much witnessed that first.
I
right
think,
in
yeah,
his
Kalfas
face,
had it.
but
But fortunately, with how everything was kind of situated, the 4-man of Artemis were together. They were still pretty safe, and they actually have a lot of survivability between the two healers to actually get through a lot of fights.
oh yeah.
Mm.
Well, now it's just a question of level 20, I suppose. So they're pretty close to each other.
Yeah, it
With
will be
that-
slightly in favor of Gambit Gaming. We see Taunt comes out, Unstop goes on to her, and that's actually a large combo. I was going to say, Kael'thas and
Why don't we
Kalamatsi
still
very
alive?
low, but neither going down.
Oh,
But they did bait out the Phoenix in the end.
I mean, lots of things went out. Blessed Shield went out. Phoenix went out.
I can't remember what... I was like, I do not remember what Scarlet Aegis is called. It's just a talent that I don't pick, so I just never know its existence. Also, you just don't see Whitemane picked up very often, so it's nice to see it picked up. But yeah, both teams getting 20s roughly the same time, so this will be interesting. Oh, that's an excellent combo by
follow-up
Kalfazard.
right there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Krezo trying his best not to spread bomb. And that is that pesky Lily finally down. I feel like there may be some
Bet it feels nice.
pent-up
Yeah, I bet it
rage
feels
there
nice.
that they're probably like, thank God. You see Chain
Just
hitting
Joanna.
Joe.
Just Joanna.
Oh, nice cleanse
Oh,
and
it's
shield.
so
Oh
good.
no, barely not kept alive. Whitemane Just need to pop that. I nearly called it Crystal Aegis. That's just not even remotely the right hero. That's Oriel. No, they popped Scarlet Aegis a bit too late, and there'll be yet another member going down, and this may be it. Maybe not. Zerg is pushing top. But Leoric is already there. Lily will be up in time, Zul'jin will be up in time, Joe will not. Do you think that Artemis can defend this with this kind of group of people that will be up?
They're just gonna be careful about KTZ, unfortunately, I believe. This guy is really dangerous. And they've done it in the past when they focused. Oh no.
Oh dear.
Zul'jin.
Oh dear. Tazdingo pops so they do get to live. But that is
I unfortunately do not believe there is a chance.
If I am Gambit here, everyone on core, looks like it's the case. Jotek trying to see if he can get one last kill onto Dan Solo. Do manage to do so, and that'll be the game going over to the side of Gambit Gaming. GG's called by both sides. And let me swap it over to the game summary screen. And my game froze. My game is unfrozen, excellent. So looking at the stats here, Pete, do you have any like kind of major takeaways for this first game of the series?
Well, needless to say, despite all the bullying done by Lily, Leoric still did pretty great job on siege damage. I just would like to point that out. KTZ KTZ and Tassadar both kind of similar with the hero damage there. Varian not so much. I believe KTZ was just, just standing back, getting the assist stacks. Stacks are done. Okay, let's go. Change kind of thing. Looking on the side of red team right here. Lily.
Yeah,
Kills?
Lily was
Hello?
tearing it up. 6 kills, 62k hero damage, 38k siege, still 81k healing. They were just kind of lit to do their thing, and they ran with it.
Hold on. Which talents? Like, I definitely looked at it. Yeah,
It was
that's
full water
W.
drag, Cloud Serpent, yeah. And double dragon at level 20, nice. But yeah, it did turn out to be a game that very much it was a... Once Kel'Thuzar got stacked, Gambit Gaming were very much able to muscle out the side of Artemis. Zul'jin never actually got You Want Axe done. They didn't hit those first full 30 stacks. I think they only hit about 26, 27 of them, which... Not ideal, especially if you are Recklessness, but... I'll give it to Gambit Gaming. They swapped Ezo up for Dan Solo pretty early on, and that really slowed down what Artemis was wanting to do.
I guess so. He just needed to be careful and just stay nearby the gates and just, get that XP, and that's it. He wasn't really, fighting for the point at that point. He was patiently waiting until Varian rotates up. And I don't know if they planned it that way, but I just want to say both teams' tanks did a pretty great job of just walk past each other and just focus on the back lines, which sometimes would take some time for everybody to either regroup or press some buttons to make things happen. But at the same time, when they press those buttons, somebody definitely gets stacked.
But it looks like we have our next map announced, and it is Infernal Shrines. God, if there's anything that I've casted the most this series this season is Infernal Shrines.
Oh, really? You find it the most common map?
Yes, I find it the most common to the point where I'm like, man, let me out of this hellhole. Let me off this ride.
Really? It was that bad?
It's not bad. It's just, it is the most popular map for a reason. It is a very good map. I love playing it. It's one of my favorites to play. Especially because I just like, I don't know, go hogger and spin on an objective for about 10 minutes. That's fun. When I do actually play offlane. Oh, good to see Peach has decided to join Artemis for this game.
You know what? Yeah, I looked at them and I was like, I checked them out. I was like, I'm ready for Division B.
But do you think you could do the healing and damage that Jotek did last game?
You know what? No. Actually, like, it's also really useful to me, not only to practice my co-casting skills, but also just to, get some ideas maybe and go crazy sometimes. And I guess both teams again proved this point that sometimes you can just go crazy and do something not a standard kind of picks, not a standard kind of drafts, and both combo wombos that they thought of came true, and it was absolutely gorgeous.
I like how one team's saying they're ready with only 4 people in their lobby, in their team. Just see Dark Horse go ready when they have 4 people. Right. But we do have Infernal Shrines, and considering what was banned and kind of what weird comps were picked last game, do you expect anything weird this game, or are we going to see something more standard, do you feel?
I really hope so. We're gonna see some more weird, fun stuff tonight. I mean, it's always the most fun thing to see, especially when you're not part of it and you're not getting beat up by those.
Yeah, I do hope to see another Lily just run at people again. But Braxis is probably the one where you can get most interesting things like that. Because offlaners do struggle into those kind of hyper carry with healer sides. Sorry, just seeing Dark Horse say lol, see he wasn't there. I think they did legitimately think everyone was there because you were sitting in their page.
It's like, we are power, let's go, kind of thing.
We're ready, and you're like, oh, I'm just here for the ride.
Just 2 of us out of 5, not a problem.
That's a power play. Yeah, I could
Lily Wyman together, let's go.
We could 2v5 you guys, bring it. TLV and a Lily.
Yep.
Main tank,
TLV
main
and
damage,
Brightwing.
main healer Lily. And TLV just for soaking. Say cast.
Just map comparison wise, I guess both times Gambit Gaming picked the maps, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's interesting how they would like to try it out on a different kind of map because, comparing to like Braxis and Infernal Shrines, I'm expecting to see, I mean, both teams were pretty, again, were pretty into fights, but definitely more fighting is going to be happening on this map.
Yeah.
I assume so.
I did see someone in chat mention TLV before, so I was looking at both the teams. One of it, Artemis does actually play TLV. So I imagine we're going to see a TLV ban at some point here, just because it's one of those large enough maps where they can get a lot of value. And I don't know if
ban here, like if you would have a chance to ban like one here, like first ban, like who would that be?
Mephisto's good here.
Fisto?
Mephisto would be a concerning one. But first ban. I'm just like thinking of all the heroes in my head going, oh god, what exists? Stukov's a good one, just because when we get onto the objectives, the silence puddles can do so much. Otherwise... Oh, well, there it is. There's the Stukov.
Oh.
I do know what I'm talking about sometimes. Excellent. And there's Mephisto.
Oh, well, now you're calling out bans pretty quick. This game
Brightwing.
seems like my small places.
What do you think is going to round out the bans?
I mean, I didn't. I don't know if these guys played Dehaka or Junkrat. Drums are
Hogger?
going out. Hogger? Yeah, that's a good
Hogger
thing.
ban? TLV ban? TLV ban? I've seen the TLV thing in
worse.
chat, and it's just stuck in my head. Sergeant Hammer.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, another kind of interesting hero.
I do
You
like
don't
that
see
Sergeant
that
Hammer's just like risen to prominence this last season.
Another Joanna.
Joanna was still up. Forgot about that. Again.
Right,
Right,
Joanna
Joanna's...
was like, give me more.
Joanna's a pretty safe first pick. It doesn't really reveal anything. Neither did the band, so there's not really too much to say at the moment. Apart from, like, I hope I see TLV. We see Blaze and
Here is
Junkrat.
Junkrat.
There he is! And by the looks of it, because Dan Solo picked up Blaze, odds are that is an off-lane Blaze. But
Oh, who knows? You,
Still
know,
a bit
you never
early
know
to
these
tell.
teams. I already do not know what to expect, to be honest.
neither do I, honestly, half the time. I'm like, well, it could be this. But it could equally be that I've been told seen. I've been told I'm not on the bands. I'm not on the draft screen. Fixed. There we go. Thankfully, I was talking about it. Leora can go down.
Well, you asked for Gul'dan, right?
I did ask for Gul'dan last map. And I also want to thank both Krizo and Zloth pointing out that I forgot to change the screen to the draft screen, but fortunately people did say something.
Oh my god, now I need to take care of that too?
I'm now like bright red of
My
embarrassment. Yeah, you talk. I'm just gonna die of embarrassment real quick.
Let's see what the third bot is gonna be. Ariel again? Interesting. Are these like old target bans?
Yeah, probably it is.
Uh,
Sorry, my dying is over. I'm back.
you need to play like some reviving noise, like oh.
Oh, kind of like that.
Well, that was actually
I do actually
not-
sing.
You're not scared to be embarrassed on the internet a lot. That's what I love about you.
Oh yeah, no, I've given up on that.
Hey, my boy!
Well, your boy is banned. Your boy is not being played.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just glad that there's somebody who plays him and that division. It gives some
Yeah.
respect, not towards me, but toward the hero in general. And I think, again, I faced Krizo pretty often and ranked. Again, I don't know if they remember me, but
I'm sure they do.
I also played against their Lucio, and it was nasty.
Muradin and Decade picked up. Okay, I like it. A lot of CC coming out from the side of Gambit Gaming. Also, welcome to the
I was about to say that.
welcome to the
Yeah.
stream, Firefly is me. Yeah, like Blaze Charge, Decade Root, Muradin Stuns, Junkrat Traps, a lot. We see Rhaegar and Maev rounding things out. I don't ever expect to see a Maev.
Ooh, that's a lot of slows. I wonder what build Gul'dan is gonna go.
Q build, the least picked one. I actually have no
How dare you.
clue. What? What do you mean, how dare I?
It's bad.
Q build is legitimately the least picked one this India season. I was looking at stats.
Well, here's Orphea.
Orphea, that's right. Orphea was not banned. Well, Orphea was banned last game, not banned this one, and we can see Pearl Simon goes, yes, excellent. Now is the time. To quickly recap for Yuzlov, it was Brax's holdout, relatively even throughout the game. There was a lot of bullying by a weird composition chosen by Artemis with double top 2-3 split, but it did go to Gambit Gaming. However, we're going to get into this Infernal Shrines game now, so I'm going to run the opening sequence, and I'll catch you guys in the game before I forget to change scene again.
Oh, a swap. Oh no, but a swap followed by a light
Dead
bulb.
here. Four-man mosh pit followed by a tomb. Oh no!
Oh, a huge light bomb coming in on the Genji, and that's a 5-man light bomb. They're gonna follow up, and they're gonna get 1, 2, 3 kills.
And it's gonna be everybody dying. Oh my god, when
You
does
did not
this
forget the
happen?
predictions.
Everybody's dead.
Right, we actually... I timed it correctly this time. Excellent. So, Peach,
Good job.
can you introduce just Artemis for us?
Alright. On the side of Artemis, we have Jodak playing Leoric, Calamansi, on Rhaegar, Gul'dan, Ashkan, Dark Horse on Johanna, and Ramro on Maev.
And on the left side of Gambit... I nearly called him Granite Gaming. Gambit Gaming. We have Ezo on the Junkrat, Krizo on the Decade, Troll and Rhino is on the Muradin, Dan Solo on Blaze, and Pearl Simon on the Orphea. So is there anything you're really, like, wanting to keep a close eye on this match? What's your most interested for this match, Peach?
I really would like to see all the combinations that Muradin can do with his teams. Because there's lots of follow-up. If Deckard is gonna just jump in and stun properly. Orphea does a lot of damage. Look at that. Orphea is going nuts.
Orphea's actually shooting things.
Look
Also,
at that, maybe, actually.
we see a nice double kill already over to Pearl Simon. And I think I now understand why she has banned out map 1.
Oh, you never know. Hold on. Don't make such a prediction. So.
Okay, good point. We are just at level 1 so far. And they have set up on the bottom siege camp very early.
Oh, they just they. Oh no, they are they preparing the? Oh
Yeah, they were preparing. It is just up
I'm
now.
confused. Yeah.
I feel like we're about to get a decent fight coming up here. And Troll and Rano was ran straight into by Joanna. Oh, as I say, Junkrat needs to survive here because he needs that trap.
Uh-oh,
He does back
Rhaegar's
up.
after him, though.
Rhaegar smelt blood in the water and they found him. But meanwhile, we do see that it is kills for both sides. Double kill now. Orphea once again getting up 2 kills. Just this time, Artemis was able to get 1 in return.
I think at some point Gul'dan was a bit... Gul'dan was just standing there on the side, just getting his stacks done, by the way. It's not a Q build. And...
It is Q build.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I need to play Gul'dan more often.
So,
Or just check my eyes. Probably both.
The Q is for just like flames that come out. The W is drain, and the E is the kind of purple circles of pain.
Oh, I messed up E and W. My bad. My bad. Don't worry. Not all people from Division C are bad as me. Don't worry.
Yeah, I actually know what I'm talking about. No. It's probably because I do actually play Gul'dan. I don't know if I've seen you play too many heroes outside of healers.
I do play some damage. Mostly just practicing myself, getting familiar with other heroes, because I believe if you know the heroes from like any class, I'm gonna call them like that, that also makes you understand better how to play against them. So yeah.
Yeah.
All the camps has been picked up.
I think you need to play Gul'dan by the sound of it, so you know how to play against him. Just not me here
Haven't
making
pressed
notes.
that one yet.
I'm not even playing you next week. I don't think I need to make notes. No,
Next season, NGS damage player. Let's go.
Oh god, if I'm damage player next season, my team's royally screwed. I can play offlane, I can play healers, that's it. Okay. Both teams are starting objectives. The offlane is still getting soaked, trying to see if they can squeeze out 7s before the other side.
Although Leoric probably going to be faster than Blaze in rotation-wise.
Blaze is still dealing with top camp, and Leoric is here now.
Yep, it's going to be 4 versus 5. Let's see if they're going to have a kill.
Very split fight. Krizzle actually a little bit alone, does have to back out. Nice double tevel by Romuru. But no, nothing is found of it, and Blaze is only just waddling down now.
Blaze is on his way. Maya probably sees him.
Leoric goes down first.
Unfortunately.
Sorry, just...
Flashgun! Run!
Pearl Simon, what are you doing over there? I know, I've already seen that they're an aggressive Orphea, but man, they ended up in like Narnia. They're like over in the enemy's keep, and we can see... Froze. Ooh, Dan Solo needs to keep running. Jotek wants the kill, misses the hand.
Just keep running, just keep running. Now, they gotta be careful with this John Cena. Blaze might be not survive. Never mind.
Yeah, Troll and Rhino is probably the better one for it. Also, I see someone in chat calling March Leoric, which I'll love to see, and not Entomb. I'll also then say they're throwing as a joke. But no. Frozen Punisher, very good first one to come out. Does a lot of damage, helps stop the fort, and actually lets a lot of the teams just siege. You don't need Sylvanas or something if you have a Frozen Punisher. You can now see that it's a 5v4 once again. But looks like there'll be no fight.
Is there going to be a fight? Yeah.
Oh, maybe. Both teams like, camps sound good.
Junkrat just needs, like, Junkrat and Deckard, two heroes that actually need time to set up. So, like, if Artemis decides to jump on them before they set up at some point, not giving them much time.
And thing is, you saw,
might help them.
And you saw that happen with the last objective. Artemis was on the objective before it started. They didn't give the time for Gambit Gaming to set up properly. Fortunately, Orphea can do a lot of damage. They don't need to set up, but you can see that it was a lot harder than it could have been for Gambit to actually kind of do anything there, and that's why Artemis did get that first objective.
Love to see all those camps being done. Bush check as well.
Yeah. You're definitely playing things a lot smarter than I would. I used to be a tank player and just played it horribly.
Oh, did you? I never knew that.
Yeah, my first season of NGS where I think I lost almost every game. Oh, that was not a good season for me. I then changed to offlane. It went much better.
What?
Neglecting that I'm a healer main to this day. I've never played an NGS match on my main role.
That's kind of sad.
It is. Welcome to I live in a time zone that isn't American. So I just feel. Ignoring that I'm currently casting a game. At like 4 in the afternoon.
Wait, 4 a.m. or 4
PM.
p.m.?
Well, okay.
God.
Peach, 4 a.m. is not in the afternoon.
Look at the top tip right
Oh,
now.
Entomb doesn't quite hit, but it still gets the job done.
Bunker!
Gets Blaze Jar Trap, but Bunker comes out. Nice set by Krizo, and we can see Bloodlust use as well. Orphea uses that devouring whatever it's called. Because I can't remember off the top of my head. Junkrat Tire can't quite find anything either. Ooh, and Romru escapes over wall as well. So Peach, what Gambit Gaming's heroics have picked?
I like how you giggling when you ask me that. And hello, it's level 11 already. Where have you been? Anyways.
There's a fight.
But a fight? Okay, Decker, but as we saw, some pretty nasty stay a while and listen. Hopefully the story was interesting. Orphea picked Eternal Feast. We got Bunker by Blaze. We got Riptire for Junkrat, and Avatar picked up by Muradin.
Oh, sorry, just watching Pearl Summons actually in relative danger. They get pulled back in. Nice
Uh-oh.
crushing. Eternal Feast coming up, but no! What was a good engage by the... I can't remember her name all of a sudden. Maev was a very good turnaround by Pearl Summon and the rest of the team of Gambit Gaming. But yeah, in terms of heroics that we haven't mentioned yet, I do see that Leoric went V Entomb, Bloodlust, Rhaegar, Horrify Gul'dan, Blessed Shield Joanna, and Warden's Cage on the Maev.
Now, I wonder... I haven't seen Bloodlust Rhaegar in a while, to be honest with you. Like, I mean, usually you would pick... Like, tell me I'm wrong, but usually you would pick Bloodlust, like, for... If you have lots of auto-attackers. And, like...
I mean,
Nope,
Maev has
but-
pretty strong auto attacks. I imagine we may see Leoric go into auto attack build at 13. That may be another thing. Joe, while she isn't known for auto attacks, I can still do a decent amount. And if you pick the Hammer talent at level 13, you do get bonuses off that. The only thing it doesn't really make sense with is Gul'dan, but I can still get a lot of value even then.
It was nice escape by Chodak on the top lane, but will he be able to escape again? Probably he will. He's Lear, right?
Probably.
But save this fort, though.
Krizo, Izo, and Rhino are just pushing... Wow, those all just roll off the tongue really easily because they all end with the O sound. Anyway. Oh, Krizo didn't quite hit that. Stay a while. For every
That
good
was
heroic
beautiful,
you do, you need a bad one just to balance out the universe. And Blaze just steals a camp like that.
Is there gonna be another camp fight on the bottom lane?
Maybe.
Or,
I think there's just a little bit of damage control happening by Artemis currently. Just because
I
mid
think
and
Joanna
top...
is gonna call the bottom camp right now.
Oh, maybe not. Joe's on her way down.
Or they're gonna be too late.
Yeah, they changed their mind. They think
Again, if you give Gambit Gaming time to set up, it's
already too late. Yep. They're not. Oh, they're capping now. Yep. Okay. Yep. We got there in the end.
Oh yeah, so it's the trap build Junkrat, by the way. So,
Yeah.
You
So
don't
don't
wanna
don't
let
give
him
them
set
time to
up.
set up.
yeah.
But as I kind of predicted, we do see that auto attack Leoric. We also do see the Blessed Hammer on Johanna at level 13. Wow, that was way off. Johanna. Look, it makes sense in my head. Anyway,
I mean-
Joanna does decide to face check a bush and takes a decent amount of damage and needs to pop Iron Skin of a process to stay alive.
I mean, that's alright. It was just literally press one button and walk away, right?
Yeah. One button, a 30 health, and some
Rhaegar now.
cooldowns.
Oh. Morden has no follow-up for Rhaegar, so...
No, a little bit too aggressive there. Oh, and Blaze takes top in the meantime, so that means we're going to get a fight
Meanwhile,
before
yeah.
here. Nice and Tomb finding
Nice and
Izo.
Tomb with Junkrat.
Oh, there's a lot of heroics coming out. Once again, Orphea finds the first kill. Bloodlust was used. Nice stare while hurting all 3 members left. Well, Dark Horse was out, but all of 3 members. Oh.
This is 3-0.
Ow.
And Junkrat is still alive. He was just on the edge.
Yeah.
Just on the edge.
Dan Solo just appeared right at the end to get a double stun and leave immediately. He was like, my job here is done. Barely doing anything and just leaves. I love that in an offlaner. Appears for to push one button and just disappear immediately. So Peach, how are you feeling about these comps into the late game? Do you think that Gambit Gaming will kind of keep up this momentum that they built, or do you think that once 16s come through for Artemis, they may be able to pull something interesting off? They may have the tools to do so. So what do you think?
They definitely have some tools. You're absolutely right. As I said, just don't let them set up early, and they gotta catch up a little bit on the soak. Objective is up. I don't know if they would be able to like quickly clear the lanes and then kind of go to objective. And seems like this is what they planning on doing. But this time Leo is behind, clearing up top, and Blaze is there being ready in a bush, so they have no idea where Blaze is right now. They can only guess that he's somewhere nearby, and they're just waiting for Leo for their final setup.
All of this is happening. They're already at 30 stacks. Like, Gambit Gaming is already 30 through, and now we get an aggressive fight coming out here.
Oh.
I'm amazed Romru got out there because I would have died. I saw the timeline where Romru gets stunned and just doesn't get out.
I mean, at that point, if you see that they're like over the half of objective already, and maybe it's a better idea to just fall back, clear whatever you can really quickly, and then come back bottom to be done with objective.
Yeah. Speaking about objective, Mortar Punisher is pushing it to bottom. Gordon's going to defend it. It looks like the whole team of Artemis is going to defend it, but Gambit Gaming once again just going where the Punisher isn't. We're just pushing mid.
I mean, they get the forward out of that for sure. Maybe a wall. Yeah, almost a wall. Yeah.
Yeah. A
I
tower
think
and a gate,
Artemis
pretty good.
needs to just turtle a little bit and.
Ooh,
oh,
where's the
never
shield?
mind.
Bloodlust? Never
Never
mind
mind.
turtling, we're going all in! As Krizo is trying the best to hold on, does get horrified back. Oh my god. Krizo gets to
Nice
live
slice
for
of
all
Deckard.
this?
Oh. That's the magic of rubies, right there.
Yeah.
Nobody
Yes,
died. I mean,
Nope.
it was a great attempt. They definitely. I guess they decided to not turtle, but actually opposite. Maybe fight before 20. Yes, I was
Yeah, but
really what I
they
figured out.
literally threw everything in and the kitchen sink at Gambit Gaming. Gambit Gaming lived through all of that. So I'm just wondering, after an engagement like that, I wonder where Artemis is as almost kind of in their headspace going, literally through all that, they survived. What do we need to do different? Which I think they just need to focus one person, because as messy as that fight was, I don't know if Deckard actually got super focused there, which I think is a weird thing to say, but maybe true.
I actually was looking specifically at Deckard that fight, and oh my god, this guy just got a chance to press all his buttons at the right moment, and those rubies definitely helped him to survive. He almost got killed in the middle of all the AoE damage. Joanna is getting bullied bottom, just waiting for her team to come up.
Dan Solo charges in, does not find anything. We see Romru throwing out that vengeful spirit, but doesn't get anything with it either.
They just want to defend. They just need to defend. They do not need to really... They just need to bully them under their towers. That's all they need.
Just play safe. They have 20s. I know it's going to be rough, but you need to hold on.
It's
Also
definitely not
Brand
going to be
Flakes.
pretty.
It also gives auto attack speed, which with those auto attack builds can do quite well. We see Romru goes in, hits his tier front of Dan Solo, and then we see Bloodlust once again. Nice stun, however, coming out. Oh no.
That Moradin is getting low. Jumped!
Barely in time for Horrifying. Actual Pearl Summon goes down up top. Pearl Simon just thought maybe 2v1ing I can do, but no. Wasn't quite able to take out Joe Tank there, and unfortunately
Still
for them,
not 20.
too much damage. Yeah, still not 20.
Still not 20.
I can't remember
But
who
they
said it.
definitely should be by the next objective.
Yeah, definitely should be in the next objective. And actually, they will have a number advantage for the next objective starting as well, because Orphea is down. Right, I'm just going to pull up
Pretty
talents.
sure they have all the tools to punish Orphea once again, because Orphea needs to be pretty close to get her damage done most of the time. So
Especially with the Q build. Q build is something that's very skill shot reliant and requires you to go in. Sure, she took the level 7 Dread Talent, which I can't remember, Mind Devourer, but it didn't really, like, it adds that extra poke, but you still need to go in to get your main combo off at the end of the day. But 20s versus
still
20s.
see Blaze in the middle lane.
I mean,
like-
Gambit Gaming, no, they can't quite be there immediately, as Orphea's only just respawned now.
Well, now they did not give them time to set up, so let's see how that's gonna go. Never mind, Junkrat. As I'm saying that,
We've got a trap up from Junkrat. Yep, let's go. Good start. Maeva's one of those heroes I wish I was good at, because I'm not good at her at all.
Phantom blocks the way.
Bloodlust
Nice
used.
sleep by Deckard.
Nice sleep by Deckard. Junkrat Reptile goes down before it can get activated. No, Iso was stunned by Blessed Shield. And once again, Pearl
Nice
Simmons is the
here for
first to go down.
Oh ho ho.
Blaze next. But no, we do get a
Oh,
counter
oh.
kill onto the Rhaegar. Junkrat's next to go down. And we just have Krizzo and Troll and Rhino left. Not the two most known heroes of damage. And Gul'dan safety
Yeah,
circles
might
out.
actually go down by the camp.
Romaru gets taken out. Oh.
Wrong way, buddy.
And now we have
Ouch.
a tank and a bruiser versus a tank and a healer. Gul'dan had to half after using his safety circle, so he is coming back just now.
Meridian is too low.
Oh, he'll have his passive going in no time.
Now let me tell you, Johanna doesn't like those slows.
No.
The Gambit
I don't
Gaming
like them
provide-
either.
Nope. Nope. None of the Johannas like that.
But yeah, it looks like that the side of Artemis should pretty comfortably give us objective. In fact, they're doing the
not.
good old thing where they're just going to leave it for a little bit. They know they can just clear it with one or two quick ability presses from someone like Gul'dan or Joanna. And this allows them to, like, sure, it allows the other side to respawn, but it means you can get value elsewhere and quickly come up, sneeze on the objective, and take it for yourself.
I wonder. That's interesting.
Troll and Rhino is doing the best. Joanna steals too, just like that. And this is what I mean. Like, yeah, you can just have everyone come back, quickly get yourselves, like, regain those resources, and be ready to fight once again, which they are now.
Wow, that was actually a pretty nice, wise decision.
I've tried to convince my team to do it more, but they do not. So we just ban out Inferno instead. Immortal Stun coming out. Already half out and trolling Rhino does need to pop the Avatar already.
Well, this fort definitely going down. It's gonna go down now. The question is, will they have any follow-up kill after the next jump, which is
Ooh,
right
nice
now?
double stun. Nice sleep by Krizzo,
sleep.
barely hitting the flanking Leoric as well. And it's actually Respect the Elderly. That Silence and Blind coming out as well. Junkrat went for Riptide
that plays in
upgrade,
trouble.
meaning they get cooldown reduction. Bloodlust coming out. Dan Solo vacuuming up those rubies and gets to hold on because of him. Actually popped his spell armor talent at level 16, getting a massive shield from a 50 spell armor, absorbing all that damage. And that is everything used. And no one going down. Man, I would have died.
I did mentally right there just by looking at it.
Yeah, I just looked
at
and went, man, I am just don't know what I'm looking at. But people got to live throughout all of that is ridiculous. That's because we do see some.
It's amazing how both teams just like so great at peeling for each other and wow.
Yeah,
So
we
they
got
gotta take
great
all that
peels
fun.
and heals. Yeah,
Peels and heels.
peels and heals is gonna be my next team name.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what
I
I'm
was
just
going to say. I was going to say that one sounds like a great team name.
Yeah, it's, look, I'm the team that's called Greg. I'm not known for my amazing team names. Literally, that was just, we were just sitting around playing Hearts, going, oh man, we need to pick a team name. It was literally 2 days, and just creative juices weren't flowing. I think I said dumbly Greg and that stuck, so here we are with Greg.
These guys have no idea about the Blaze yet.
Oh, they do
Never
now.
mind.
Blaze like, actually, don't want to be here, guys. I'm gonna just back out briefly.
I was just having my walk.
I'm just inspecting the scenery, having a good look around. God. Were you
Above
playing with
seems
the
like a bit.
anomalies with the weather ones? The Nexus anomalies, like, one gives stealth, one gives shields, one gives lightning shield. Anyway, we'll come back to that later.
Yeah.
Fight's coming out.
No, I think they just saying hi to each other.
They're just pushing buttons at each
Yes.
other. But yeah, I was just thinking, like, if it was still that Blaze would have had stealth. I think this map was one of the ones that gave stealth.
That's double jump.
Yeah, double
by
vault
Maya.
used. Yeah, because as it was changed, I think a year ago, Maev does get double jump at 20 now as just like a baseline talent, as a baseline quest. Kind of like how Meridan's hammer gets completed at 10. And we can see now Vera's going to be a fight coming out. Cholon Rano and GG Ezo does take a lot of damage in process. Krizo backing out does get hit by Horrifying. It's actually Maev going out first. Ezo has a problem of him. Nice sleep by Krizo onto the Leoric. Just Maev goes
Right,
down.
so- Again, lots of circles, lots of pain.
Yeah, but unfortunately for Maev, the side of Gambit Gaming did see her use both her vaults. That's why they knew, actually, we can do something about this now. Before Maev has their oh no button back up. And you can see, they went down because of that. They didn't have that extra survivability that they normally do. Albeit you
Does it
can
have a
argue.
long cooldown? Does it have a long cooldown on the 2 jumps?
I can't recall. Oh, Dan Solo barely gets that, but no, Entomb comes out instead, and this does not look good. It indeed was not
Blaze
good.
was left out alone, unfortunately.
And I want to point out to my friend who says March is better than Entomb, that's why Entomb is better. I'm just pointing that one out. I hope they're watching and just listening, because they do need to know that.
Hey, but listen, people like shows. Bring people shows. That's what they love.
Nice sleep by Krizo. Riptide coming up
Oh.
to follow up. And that is a nice 2 kills already. Joanna holding on. Iron Skin Pop. Cholon Rano hits the hammer at max range. And that'll be a triple kill for the side of Gambit Gaming. Oh no, that may be all she wrote. That's a Frozen Punisher coming up. Maev and Gul'dan have their work cut out for them if they want to keep their hopes alive for this series. Oh, that's what I was going to check. What number are you? It is a 13-second cooldown on Vault of the Wardens for Maev.
Oh. Yeah, 30 seconds is much more
13.
than
1 3.
enough. 13. Oh. Okay.
Sorry, my accent came in there.
We're both sitting here with accents. Oh, cool.
Neither of us have American accents. It must be a wild experience to anyone listening.
Johnskin is gonna jump on cooldown right now. If he's gonna jump, never mind.
I haven't mentioned it, but I do like that Krizo has picked up Ancient Blessings on Decade. It's not something you see very often, but it definitely adds a punch. I almost prefer it over Bloodlust, but no, Bloodlust can still get a lot of value done. Krizo getting a sleep out, not quite finding anyone this time. And we see them just all in a bunker on core, except Ezo. Ezo's not allowed in the bunker.
They're like, okay, time to get out. We hit the core.
Core's getting relatively low, 15% left. I don't think that's having time. Yep, that is the game. And the series going over the side of Gambit Gaming. GG's to both teams.
Indeed.
That was a hell of a series. That's all I can say about it. That was a hell of a series. Got any comments after that last game there, Beach?
All right. Look at the Bruisers just doing their job.
Mm-hmm.
There when they needed to be, where they needed to be for flanks, doing this siege damage, crushing those walls and forts and keeps. A huge job was done by both healers. Amazing sleeps, amazing follow-ups by Rhaegar. Mages. Orphea? If you let Orphea close, she bites. Bro, she
Orphea did
bites.
amazing that game. It was no doubt about that.
She bites. I guess that ban was on purpose.
Mm.
Golden though, did pretty great on the hero damage among his teammates, so that's great to see. You know, he tried.
He tried. And then looking at talents, just to cover things out, I do like Leoric did go the all-tech build, considering they're running Bloodlust Rhaegar, as well as Joanna with that 13, as I said before, just because it does help a lot with that talent, makes it much more potent moving through. Any comments on the healer, either of the healers' builds there, Peach?
Now I was surprised, like just healer-wise, I was surprised to see Emerald. I mean, I wasn't just expecting it, I guess, because well, first of all, that's a lot of buttons to press. Good job for you. Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, I see that Deckard tried his best to support his team not only by healing but also increasing the damage of his next coming up abilities. And yeah, Ancient Blessings you won't see that often. That's true.
Mm.
Amazing peels and follow-ups with
Yeah.
sleeps. As for Regger, that was maybe it has a point, and it's an interesting mix of
Mm.
Wolf slash W talents.
But right.
Now Elemental Conduct on the level 20.
I like Elemental Conduit. I like it with Lightning Shield build, but I also just go Lightning
It
Shield
makes
at 1.
sense.
Mm.
It makes sense.
However, sorry to cut
But
you
on
off.
the level 1,
He didn't
yeah.
go it this time, but yeah. We are going to be jumping over to the NGS Discord to meet with Chriso, who's sitting in a lobby waiting for us to have a chat with him about an interview. So catch you there.
Yep.
Chriso, how you feeling?
Oh my goodness. Great.
Hell of a series between both
Right.
teams. Definitely could be quite... It seemed like it was very stressful in certain parts of the match. So kind of tell us your feelings when you kind of went through that first map, especially with that kind of weird composition that Artemis were doing so well on.
So you were in coin toss. They took 2 of the 3 maps we wanted to go to tonight,
Mm-hmm.
and banned them. That's step 1. You know, they hurt my heart. Took out spiders and BOE. So we knew we wanted to go to a team fight map, and Braxis gave us that opportunity. I don't know what that comp was, and I don't like it. I don't want to play against it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It almost worked for them, but you know, we ended up pulling out the W.
Yep. And how quickly did you guys realize that actually you went, maybe Leoric isn't best to keep up top?
So in the draft, we kind of scouted their last match on this game in draft, and knew that they were probably going to try a double support with a 2-3, with a white main Ariel.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they tried last time, and they did Ariel Vala top lane, I believe it was. So we got rid of the Ariel Vala, and we didn't think they were going to continue with the double support after that until the Lily came about, which was really interesting. And once the match started and we heard from our offlane that Lily was basically, excuse my language, kicking his ass, that's when we sent the Tassadar up to at least try to hold them at bay.
And Peach, do you have questions as well about map 1 in particular?
Well, first of all, just congrats.
Thank you.
Second of all, game 1, I'm just gonna take a quick look at the stats because I definitely saved them somewhere because this is who I am. I like to analyze.
You've done
after.
more than I have.
Now, you guys said that you were expecting 2 healers. You got them. You switched some. You did some switcheroo.
Yes.
And I guess you were waiting for the points to come up for objectives so you can send Varian there, and what what were the comms like when Varian was leaving top? What were the comms between the other three players bottom? What was going on?
So we knew that Leo could help us hold our own in the bottom with Joe as a pseudo tank per se. Not quite as well as the variant could have helped us, but as long as we could have held bottom and held the wave, we knew that Taunt along with Tassadar top could probably secure us a kill, and it worked.
Yeah, we definitely saw it a couple times.
Yeah.
A couple times they were also so close.
Mm.
Yes. And normally it was Lily just skirting away without
I
a
mean,
care in the world.
Fast feet
it's a
is an
slippery
amazing
panda.
trait for that.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously, you guys. Oh, do you have other questions about that, Pete? Sorry.
Oh no, I was just wondering one little question. Do you guys initially plan to go as a two mage team or?
No. Um,
Uh-huh.
so I despise playing Stukov personally. I hate him. I do not
Oh.
like him. It just worked for what the team wanted. Um, we had some other thoughts in mind. Um, but Pearl, our DPS, we trust a lot in his thought process and what he wants to do, and he wanted to rip the KTZ, and that's what we went with. And I personally was a little worried at first because the chain game wasn't on par. He just could not hit his chains at first. Um, but once he got stacked, that damage really helped us out.
Mhm.
Hmm. Right on. And then obviously, map pick. Once again, you guys decided to go Infernal Shrines. Any
Correct.
reason for that one in particular? Not quite as team fighty as Braxis, but still, the objectives can get very brawly.
Correct. So we're coming into playoff season and we're trying really hard to make it into playoffs, right? Um Shrines isn't one of our best or preferred maps, but I figured we needed to at least try because it's such a popular map, so that's why I picked it.
Right
I'd
on.
rather
that-
put the team in the uncomfortable position of performing tonight than trying to perform during playoffs.
Right. And Peach will actually start with your questions for this game if you want.
All right. First of all, I think I mentioned it before, but another map for lots of fighting. You picked up that Orphea that was banned last game. Which probably was exciting for you guys.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
definitely. We love an Orphea.
oh yeah, I could see that. Um, just healer to healer kind of question.
Mhm.
Was Emerald actually useful as you wanted to be? It definitely, like I saw Ruby's definitely in in action, helping you survive one of those mid fights.
I got pulled into my Ruby by Maya. That was such a beautiful thing. I thought for sure I was dead, but Ruby definitely helped. Emerald is something I typically take with Deckard. Again, I took another healer that I don't typically play, just to kind of throw things off a bit. Um, but I feel like the anti-heal between Joe, Leo, and Bloodlust actually helped out quite a bit. I would try to pop it at the very beginning of a fight or when Bloodlust was first initiated, and then we would just go in.
Did you expect the bloodlust?
No.
Ah,
Bloodlust was not expected at all. I called it at the very beginning of the game because somebody said save Emerald for Ancestral, and I was like, or Bloodlust, and they were like, surely they wouldn't go Bloodlust. It's not the comp for that. And then sure enough, it did.
well, let me tell you, Artemis is definitely full of surprises tonight. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah, they're a force to be reckoned with. They beat us our last match 2-1, so it was really nice to have the revenge tonight.
Right on. I think Peach actually covered a lot of what I was about to ask as well. So I'm just like mentally going through my head like, what else is there to talk about? It was relatively close throughout the earlier stages of the game. And actually even it only was about the mid game when those tens were coming online that really you guys started getting it forward. I feel like every time there was a good engage of Bloodlust, you guys happened to turn it around. Was it just do you guys just in general have good communication with each other, or is it just kind of a natural this is going to happen, so we need to do this, and this?
So we come from Division D last season, and we didn't make playoffs at all. And got bumped up to B this season, and I think it's just that hunger for wanting to get into the playoffs and prove that we belong here. That got into all of us tonight. Comms were super clean. Rotations were clean for the most part, but I really feel like it was the hunger more than anything that kept us going.
Right.
Wow. That's amazing to hear.
Mm.
Such a competitive spirit for both teams today, I'm pretty sure, just by looking at the comp, and I went, wow!
Yeah. So I said to everyone at the end of my interviews, big interviews in quotation marks because I'm really bad at it. But do you guys have any kind of last kind of takeaways from this? Anything you want to say? The floor's yours.
Yeah, so I definitely want to at least give shout outs tonight. Shout out to Artemis. They're such a worthy opponent. Like I said, they really handed it to us our last meetup. I appreciate them a lot. We appreciate you guys for picking up the cast. Always, always, always appreciate the cast so our friends, family, and whatnot can watch. Shout out to my team. The boys have really worked hard with practice and in game this season, and I appreciate them. Yeah, and then shout out to our small but mighty Gambit Gaming family. We really appreciate everybody.
Right, and thank you for joining us for this interview. Right, Peach, I will call you back in a private Discord call, but thank you for joining us, Krizo.
Thank you so much.
Have a good
Have
rest
a
of your
wonderful
evening.
evening.
Right, hopefully this works. Right, Peach,
Oh,
how are you feeling after
I-
all of that?
it's like, ooh, that's the only thing that you're gonna hear from me. No, I was starting to literally sweat by just watching those games. I mean, such an amazing combinations, such an amazing peels and heels. It's gonna be our favorite quote now. Um, watch a new team in the next NGS season. Peels and heels. Either me or Lambus is gonna steal
Oh
the
god, no,
idea.
I am. You can have that. I am not.
We're gonna tank, and we're
I
gonna
am
tank.
not making a new team. I'm not making a
No,
new
but-
team a second season in a row.
It was amazing to be part of all that and just enjoy beautiful people playing beautiful game.
Hmm. But right, that is gonna be it from us. I thank Peach very much for joining me. It has been a fun experience to have her joining me on the in the casting booth. But Peach, I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate being here, and I appreciate you.
Thank you. Right, I'm just gonna mute you while I say my last things to the chat.
Mhm.
Right, so that is going to be it for me for this series. Gambit Gaming did take it over Artemis 2-0. They took Brax's holdout and then were able to follow up with that win on Infernal Shrine. So it's been me, your host of the Line Buzz, joined by Peach. I wish everyone in chat a good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending where you are in the world, because time zones are just a tinsy bit weird, but I'll see you all in the Nexus. Goodbye, at least, for now.